Second, we see Jesus is worthy. It's verse 16. John answered them all, saying, I baptize you with water, but he who is mightier than I is coming, the strap of whose sandals I am not worthy to untie. John says, before you go around thinking that I'm anything great, you need to understand that I'm not even worthy of being his servant. There was a teaching that whatever a slave would do for their master, a rabbi could ask his disciples to do for him, except for one thing, and that was, you do not ask a disciple to untie your sandals. That was considered to be the low of the low. That was the job for the lowest of the lowest servant. That was the job for you do not ask your disciples to do that. And what John is saying here is that I am not even worthy of that. I'm not even worthy of that. And here's the thing. It's not that he is beating himself up. What he is doing is he is elevating Christ. He's elevating Christ. You need to know that he is so worthy that I do not even deserve to speak about him. To remove someone's sandals was an embarrassing job. He says, I don't even deserve to do that. You see, the reason we idolize things is not because we think too highly of our idols. It's because we think too lowly of Jesus. Let me tell you, the reason that you and I create idols in our life is because we do not have a high enough understanding of who Jesus is. Because if you did, if you understood how worthy he is of your worship, you wouldn't seek to worship other things. We worship like it's an itch that we gotta scratch. We worship people, we worship things, we worship money, we worship ideas, we worship concepts, we worship all these different things. Why? Because we were created to worship. What we do is we fix our worship on these things that don't matter, and we forget how worthy he is of all of our worship. You need to know something tonight and for the rest of your life. The life of a disciple is one of continually learning just how worthy Jesus is. And I have good news for you. You'll never run out of ways of how worthy Jesus is. You'll never fully comprehend. Even when you're in heaven for eternity, it will take you all of eternity to grasp how worthy Jesus is of your worship. You want to know why we worship? Because he's worthy. You want to know why we surrender our lives to him? Because he's worthy. Why do we want to know him more and we read our Bible and we spend time in prayer and we come here? Why? Because he's worthy.